Hello, thank you for joining today's episode. As you always know, we always upload new videos every Friday, and hence we've named it Hero Friday. If it's your first time, we say very warm welcome to joining today's episode. My name is Miss Millie, and we are all about making motherhood joyous. Today we are looking at another exciting episode, and yes, you know I'm always keen of upgradement because an item bought £1 today wouldn't be £1 in the next few months. Hence, we deem to upgrade ourselves. Today, we are looking at some preparation that we ought to look at before returning back to work. Yes, you can return back to work in a normal way, which is all acceptable, but there are measures that we should seriously pay attention to so that when we go back to work, we can work soundly, we can fit in easily, and of course, we might be able to even get a higher pay rise or promotions or a better roles given to us so that we can be happy. Remember, the child that has come is another responsibility that we have to take care of. So if you want to still stay in that comfort zone and still want things to work normal, you might think it's working, but in few times to come, you will see yourself getting frustrated, getting depressed and stressed out because, of course, you cannot use the same quantity of water to fill a bigger barrel and still expect it to be full. Yes, hence today's video. So the first thing that I would recommend when you are preparing or thinking of going back to work is first a happy baby, a happy mother. What do I mean by that? So we should all think about the comfort and the health of our baby. And thinking of the comfort and the health of your baby, there are three things that you majorly have to concentrate on. And the first thing is you having babies feeding. So when baby feeds well, you know baby is going to be happy throughout the day. And if baby doesn't feed well, you know the consequences. Hence, we should start thinking of what can I do? What can I put in place to make sure that baby is comfortable and baby will accept the food being given and baby will be okay in terms of feeding. Okay. Hence, I would recommend you to watch a video that I've linked in the description below. Gone are the days I had that encounter where I had my first baby, and after 1 year I had to go back to work, and baby was not eating any milk. The milk, even people thought, my mom even thought, you giving him milk, like formula milk, is why he's not accepting it because you are not around. So why don't you pump your natural milk and let them give it to him? But at a point, even though I pumped the natural milk, this baby was not accepting it. It took me a year and over to be able to figure it out that it wasn't about the food that they are giving to the baby that he is not accepting. It was more of the bottle. Yes. Baby comes to this world and all they know is you. And if you could testify to it, when they are always breastfeeding, you see them touching the breast and having those, like that touch senses begins to work. And even the smelling of your body, they tend to know that it's you. Okay. So if you are going back to work and you give baby a glass bottle to be fed with, obviously immediately she touches the bottle, he knows it's not mom. Okay. And he doesn't recognize it as his or her usual food. Sometimes we psychologically think that, oh, once she tastes the food and it tastes the same, she would think it's his or her food. No. But remember that the only thing you've introduced to this baby is the touch senses and the smell. So if they touch that bottle and it's so hard and it has nothing compared to mommy's breast, of course, they will find it difficult in accepting it. And it's in the same way that if they get that plastic bottles like we used to use, I used to use those Tommy, Tupi and all, etc. I'm not saying with the brand, but I'm just giving examples of the plastic bottles, baby bottles, and he wasn't accepting it. Hence, I will recommend this. Use or give baby silicone bottles. I had my bottle from matma.co.uk, and their bottles is so soft. It's just like breast-like bottles, okay? When you touch it, it feels like mommy's breast. The tits of the bottle is shaped in the form of the nipple of the breast, okay? And one thing I love about that bottle is that it has a wide neck, okay? Wide neck that your hand can go into it fully to be able to wash every corner. You don't need to spend extra money to buy brushes to clean that bottle, and you don't need to rely on brushes to clean every corner of the bottle where you cannot even trust it, because sometimes some of these particles are left at the corners of the bottle. This bottle has a wide neck that you can actually use your own hands to wash it, so the security that there's no bacteria left in any corners at all. Do you get it? So this is the bottle that really saved me, especially when I had my second. And that's the bottles I have been using to date. And I can testify with it that those bottles are good. They feel like the breast. And so it's 99% accepted by babies. Not because of what they tell me from the website or from the manufacturer's manual, but because from my own experience with my children, all of them accepted that bottle easily. And that was a solution for me when I went back to work, when I had my second baby, of course. And because he couldn't differentiate between the bottle and mommy's breast, so she easily accepted every feeding that was put into that bottle for him. So I will recommend from experience that get these bottles as your preparation towards going back to work. I have put the link in the description below, and of course you've seen the bottle on the screen yourself. They have it in colors that you want. They have green, they have the pink, they have it in sizes 150 ml and 250 ml. Get these bottles in preparation of you going back to work. Remember, it is not a paid ad or promotion, but it's from my experience. And you know, on this channel I'll always recommend valued added or solution-based products to you. Is that okay? So that's the first point that I want you to consider under the comfy and the health of a baby when you're returning back to work. The second thing that I will want you to consider is the PlayStation. Okay, during the day, a baby will eat, a baby needs to have a playtime, tummy time, have a moving around before baby goes to sleep. Those are the three things that baby will usually do within the day. Okay, so ensure those three things are all in place. So when it comes to the play area, make sure that you have provided baby with toys. Make sure the toys are comfy toys, soft toys that they can easily play with, and it has no dangers, because sometimes these carers do not pay attention to them like we would do as mothers. And so when you give them safe toys, even that the carer doesn't pay much attention to them, they will still be able to play without getting hurt or be in danger. Okay, then ensure that the environment, if it's a room that they have to play in, make sure that it has a padded or is free from switches. All switches are covered, and of course they have like a comfy mat on the floor for them to be able to stay on for a long time, because sometimes these carers will take off these babies for us. They tend to ignore them and sit down, be watching television the whole day while the child just sit there, and sometimes they sit for too long. That can affect the baby's back, spinal, or even their waist. Okay, so make sure that the place where they play has that comfy padded or mats, and then the toys are danger free. Then the third point under baby's comfy and health would be their sleeping area. Make sure that their cot is comfy enough that when they go to lay down or when they are sleeping, they are put in there, they can console themselves. Even if they are not going straight to bed, they will have some toys hanging up there that they can stare at and at least keep their memories busy till they fall off to sleep. Okay, make sure their dummies are in place there. Make sure that the bed is padded all around so that when they move, they will not bang their head on the bed or any of the wood around the bed. Is that okay? Once this is done, you know that these are the three things that will keep baby in place for the whole day, and you'll be safe to be able to concentrate to be at work. Then my second point of my second main subheading of going back to work and your preparation will be yourself. Yes, let's have a self-CPD. I say this and sometimes my colleagues laugh at me. Yes, self-CPD. So we know CPD to be a continuous professional development. This time around, it is not the organization or the employer organizing it for you. But this time around, you are taking the initiative to go and look at updates in regards to your work or your job role or your subject area. Okay, so you can have this information in numerous places. For example, you can go to Google to see the updates about the job role that you are undertaking, or the subject that you are teaching, or if you're a retailer, what's up with where I'm working. So for example, if I'm working in Tesco, I can go to Google, or I can go to Tesco's website to see what are the new updates around. You updating yourself with this information makes you abreast with what is going on at the workplace. So when you go back to work, it's easier for you to fit in, or it's easier to be able to adapt, because you already have the primary knowledge that there has been changes at the workplace. So for example, if let's say you work in Sainsbury's or a retail shop, and then you go to their website to read or study yourself or research to know that, oh, now half of the tills are closed and now they have initiated a self-till, at least it's giving you a knowledge of what to expect when you go back to work. And then you reading further about the self-check out till will be able to give you some basic or foundation knowledge about how the machines work. So even if you go back to work and they offer you a training on it, because you already know what's happening there, it's easier for you to adapt, and it's easier for you to learn quickly to fit in, so that you don't become like a burden or that annoying bad that has come back that is dragging everybody behind. Do you understand? So self-CPD is very, very important. Then the third and the last point that I would want to discuss with you is you doing an upgrade courses. Very, very important. Sometimes, whenever we require about courses and it's free and we are so enthusiastic to do, and then all of a sudden they tell us that the eligibility doesn't qualify us to do it, we now remember that we have a lot of bills to cover. And so, oh, I don't have money now. When the free one come again, let me know. But when you're walking by that shop and you see that cloth, you see that shoe, you'll be able to give yourself excuses and say, oh, this one, it doesn't cost that much. Let me just buy it because I really love it. You give yourself the excuse to buy it, forgetting the bills that you're using as an excuse to invest into yourself by paying for a course. I am not saying that we should go every time for a paid course, but I'm saying let's upgrade ourselves with any opportunity that we get. And when we get it, and sometimes it is money that is preventing us, let us stop giving so much excuses and rather approach them to find out if there are other ways of achieving it without necessarily taking every dime from us. Do you get it? And trust me, there are a lot of free courses going around that government is releasing into the system, and they're not even getting people to do it. And so when the time is due or the deadline is due, they don't release it back into the system because they think the citizens don't need it. So it's you and I, our duty to be able to be searching for these opportunities. Sometimes when I get across them, I bring it on this channel for you to know. So if you are new on the channel, this is a good reason for you to subscribe so that you get updated with upgrade courses. At the moment, there is a new courses running, NVQ courses on diploma in care and child care as well, and then children and young people's workforce that is running for free. It's not level 1 or level 2, level 3 diploma, of which when you have it and you have maths and English, you can take to the university to do your nursing, your mental health, social work, etc. Okay, so there are free courses out there that is very, very beneficial. And all I'm saying on this point is let's research to find these courses, and let's do these courses whilst you spend time with baby at home for your 1-year maternity, for your 6-month maternity. Research on these courses and enroll yourself. Some of these courses are online. Some of them are flexible. You stay home, you join via Zoom or Teams, and you're able to spend time with baby whilst you are studying. Indirectly, you are just using one stone to kill two birds. You are using the opportunity of maternity to spend and bond with your baby, at the same time upgrade yourself for a better future. So let's tap into this opportunity. Invest into yourself. If you're a teacher and you have a subject area you are teaching, invest into yourself, upgrade yourself in that teaching field, so that when you go back to work, You can fit in easily. You can take your role back easily. The changes in curriculum, you can always adjust to it easily. And of course, even the opportunities that you may have there, promotions, you can get it back and involve yourself easily. So of all that I have discussed with you are the 3 main umbrellas that you should look to in preparing yourself in returning back to work after birth. And with all these, I have summarized some benefits that you're going to be gaining out of it, which includes, first, it helps you settle in very easily. Yes, if you go and you're able to settle in easy, you are happy to return back to work. And if you're able to prepare babies 3 main points that we discussed, then easily, baby is also going to be relaxed, happy, and settle well with the carer or with your mother or whoever relative that you have left with. And so you're also going to be able to focus at work and be happy. 2, you'll be able to get pay rise. Okay, so if you go in, for example, as the retailer that I used, if you are able to settle in easily, of course, it can push you to be able to say, oh, because you've been a long staff being here, you are able to adapt to this easily. You can supervise the new staff that is in. So it creates opportunity of promotion, which brings pay rise. And of course, these courses, doing these courses, okay, or upgrade courses can also give you flexibility at work. For example, when I was a teacher in the college, okay, a lecturer in the college, and then after my childbirth, I did an upgrade courses. So I did something like an assessor course. It gave me the flexibility to be able to teach this adult from home within the time, my own time, and still spend time with baby. So these upgrade courses can push you to have that flexibility because of the position or the new job role that you've gotten. You're able to get the possibility to be able to work hybrid. Okay, work from home or choose the hours that you work because you are no more on the shop floor. Sorry for the background noise. You are no more on the shop floor, but you are supervising others. So it gives you time to be able to spend with baby and still work at the same time. It also brings less stress because you are not overworking yourself and you are not losing a lot of money because stressing yourself and getting less money and spending more money on baby and yourself and it bringing stress. It also cuts off a lot of childcare costs as well. So as I said, when I did the upgrade course, which was my assessor course, I was able to work from home. So I didn't have to pay an extra person to come and take care of baby, which is the childcare cost, but I could spend time with baby whilst I still work from home. So look into more upgrade courses, of which I'm going to cover a few before this episode ends. Then we look at improving your bonding as well. So you spending more time with baby improve the bonding between the two of you, which is very healthy for baby's development. And of course, a healthy baby makes a happy baby and a happy mother. Courses can be done throughout every sector that you are in. If you are a teacher, you can go in to do courses like assessor course. If you're a teaching assistant, you can do your DET course. DET course. If you are a retailer, you can do Baby is just disturbing me today. She just want to give you all guys shout out. It's okay, baby. We love you, baby. Okay, so if you're a retailer, you can do customer service courses. If you are a carer, you can do your NVQ courses, whether level 2, level 3, which can help you to go further. If you're already a senior carer, you can do your level 5 course, which can make you or lead you into supervisory or management role. So upgrading yourself is something that you never regret. You can invest into shares, bond, but the best investment you can ever do for yourself is investing into yourself. So I urge you all that invest in yourself whilst you are home. All the businesses I run at the moment were all investments I did into myself when I was on maternity. And these businesses are what is feeding me and carrying me on to date. So let's invest into ourselves while we spend time with baby. And of course, these things will not just improve ourselves and that of the children, but it will give us a better life tomorrow. As I always say, An item worth £1 today will not be worth £1 or will not be worth £1 or sold £1 in the next year or two. So very essential for us to upgrade ourselves. I would love to catch up with you on my TikTok handle, which is Miss Millie1, and of course on my Instagram. So let's bond there. And of course, for any discussion, join us on our Facebook page, Miss Millie, and let's share and brainstorm together to make sure that our motherhood journey has been joyous. I hope I was able to add value to your life today as well, and making your motherhood journey a bit more joyous. Please don't forget to like and share, and please, if you are new here, don't forget to join the family. We will be glad to have you as part of us. Thank you for subscribing. Until then, I will see you in my next episode. It's always been your lady, Miss Millie.